Okay, so this one is a super easy project. Everything's from Dollar Tree. I picked up 3 of these corrugated metal stars. They're just in the regular craft section. And of course, this board is also from Dollar Tree. These stars are a little big, but if you just kind of do one, the middle one kind of up, and then the 2 side ones, push them down a little bit, and then they will all fit onto the board. I'm going to take some E6000 to get it to adhere really well. I like to do that when I'm doing metal. I'm going to find the center there. I realized I should have done that first. But with E6000, you can still move it around for a little bit. And so once I get all those glued down, I'm going to put some heavy objects on there so that it can secure. And then you see up at the top there, I have those 2 ornament packs. I swear I got the blue one too, but I guess I didn't. So if I were to make this again and I was going to Dollar Tree to get the supplies, I would probably get the blue one so that I could do red, white, and blue stars. But this is what I had, so I went ahead and just used 2 red and 1 white instead of the red, white, and blue. Okay, now I'm going to cut the tops off. There's just like a little hook and it cuts off really easy with my wire cutters. And then I'm going to cut all the beads off, and we're just going to make one long string of beads to go for the hangy part above our sign. And this will kind of bring that blue back into this project. This would be a great project too for non-patriotic, like if you wanted, you could paint these stars like a, maybe like a cream color, and just make kind of like a neutral farmhouse sign. I think that would look really cute too. I'm just going to take one side off here. I'm going to use a little bit of painter's tape to, make a nice easy edge there so that I can string these beads. And then I just string all the beads on, and then with my staple gun, I staple it back down. And then it's just a matter of gluing on those smaller stars onto the big stars, and then this project is complete. I have yet to make over one of these cutting board signs, so I popped that off. Was it that easy? No, but I popped it off on screen. But it actually did come off really easy. And then I take the little brads off. I'm going to replace them with some different ones. But anyhow, obviously this one's from Easter, but they do carry these now in their farmhouse section. So you could just grab one of those. I'm going to be covering this with paper, and I'm just using the back side because this is going to be the back side of my cutting board. And I'm just going to take some of my Patriotic scrapbook paper, and I'm going to cut my paper down so that there is going to be a border. And then I'm going to paint the back side of this with my blue chalk paint. So that'll give it a nice blue border. Okay, so now I'm going to cover that front piece with just some red cardstock. Again, you could do whatever you like, whatever you think goes with your scrapbook paper. And then I am going to go over to Creative Fabrica, which is my absolute favorite site for SVGs, printables, sublimation. I mean, that site is my absolute favorite. It's where I get all of my items that I would maybe not find in Cricut Design Space. And I will have in my description like a membership price. It's worth every penny. It's so good. So anyhow, there you saw me put that down with my double-sided tape runner, and then I always use my sander just to make those edges nice and smooth. So you can see there I found a whole file that had different pie printables, so I just printed the apple pie out because what's more American than apple pie? So I am just going to tape that down. Look how fun and vibrant that is. I didn't do anything to it. That is just straight from the file, and I think it looks so cute. I did go to Google Images, and I didn't love things I found. Plus, I always feel a little guilty when I just copy something off Google. I'd rather pay for it, you know, and give the artist what they deserve. So now it's just a kind of a matter of assembling this. I am going to put a little hot glue in the middle because sometimes I notice when I just put the paper down with glue or whatever, and I have something heavier on it like this sign part, when it sits up, gravity kind of takes hold and then the whole paper kind of comes off. So putting that glue down in the center is going to keep this all more secure if you keep this item upright, which you probably will. I love these brads that you can find, or push pins I should say, that you can find in the office supply section at Dollar Tree. These ones are blue velvet and they're so pretty. And then just taking some of this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It's just in their regular section. It's always on sale. It's like $1.50 on sale. And it has a lot. Just going to add a little band right here and then a bow for that center. And then because I know how much you love it, when I finish off the back, I will put some scrapbook paper there on the back so that the back looks nice as well. And then this project is complete. This is another image I got from Creative Fabrica. So what I did is I took out that middle part and then I made it so that there's only a white vinyl and blue vinyl, and I just changed that color. And then I'm going to cut it out on my Cricut. Now I only had 12 by 12 sheets, so I made sure that I cut it in a way where I could put both down. So this is the first layer. This is my blue layer. Now I'm using this sign from Dollar Tree from Valentine's because I think this little house sign is so cute, and with the heart, it's like I love America, all that, and I just thought it was a cute sign. But they have plenty of different signs that you can use as well if you don't have this particular one in your stash. So this one just says, welcome to our home. And so this is something you could, of course, use year round if you like. I always feel like red, white, and blue can be any time of the year. Okay, and then you saw off screen I did the H and the M because you know I did it the same way. Now I'm taking one of these metal stars from Dollar Tree and I'm going to cover it in that same blue vinyl. I wanted it to make sure that it matched. There's so many options that you can use for the O that I think would be really fun. Just looking around in that Patriotic section, pieces you could cut off from the sign, all sorts of things. But this is the particular way I went about it. I'm using my slice X-Acto knife. I really like these because they're not as sharp and metal, and it's way less likely to cut yourself. So I'm a little bit clumsy, and so I really like slice products. Okay, so then once I get all the vinyl cut off of this star, I want to use some of the foam tape from Dollar Tree because I want this to pop up off the sign and kind of be like, no pun intended, the star of the show. I'm so funny. And so then I'm like, well, it needs just a little bit more. So I find another star, a little wood star in my stash, and I just paint it white. I actually used my white chalk pen. And I add that to the center, and I think that really just added a little bit extra to the sign. These stars are actually from the Christmas little wood cutouts. And so anytime I have like some of these seasonal items from another holiday that I think will work, like stars, of course, will work for 4th of July. I like to keep them out and not put them away in my Christmas bins. So again, this ribbon is going to work out perfectly. At first I was like, am I going to make a hanger? And I just didn't like that look, and I'm probably not hanging the sign. I'm probably just setting it up against like the wall. So I go ahead and I just feed it through to give it that, red, white, and blue at the top. And then I'll add just a little bow, and this was a super simple project. Very inexpensive, and I think it turned out so cute. So last year I got a ton of these flowers in my Michael's grab bag, so definitely have a lot to use up. So I grabbed one of these star wreath forms from Dollar Tree. Now the star ones are in their wreath section year round. So I'm just going to cut these stems. You could leave the green on or not. I left them on because I feel like it's really good filler. So of course, I know Dollar Tree has red, white, and blue flowers, so you can use those. And their flowers are actually a little bigger, so you wouldn't have to use as many. And then I have these little zip ties. I actually got this whole like kit of zip ties at the 99-cent store, so I was like, oh yay, they have these little tiny blue ones. So I am just going to zip tie the heck out of these, and I'm going to just go halfway around this wreath. You could do the full wreath. I was worried it might lose the star shape if I did them all the way around, so I just did the left side of this. Okay, now that that's finished, I was originally going to do ribbon around the other part, but it just wasn't going around where it looked nice. So I grabbed these two bandanas from Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and I'm just going to glue it down and then, cut it and make it work so that it will glue down on this. This works a million times better than the ribbon because I did try the ribbon at first. I did that off screen and it was not happening. So if you do ribbon, yeah, it doesn't really work. So any kind of fabric, these are a really good deal. You get two of these. So yeah, really good deal. You could choose whichever one. And then this project's complete. So this was a really simple wreath to make. I know sometimes wreaths can be a little bit intimidating, but this one was so easy. You're just zip tying on some flowers and gluing down this bandana, and now you have just this really bright and fun wreath for your patriotic decor. I hope you enjoyed today's projects. Make sure that if you're subscribing that you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Okay, until next time, happy crafting!